Okay, folks, it's your buddy Mike Messier, Mike's Instant TV Review. Frasier, the new Frasier, 2023. It's been out for a while. If you haven't seen it, it's a reboot of the Frasier show from the 90s, which was a spinoff of Cheers. And as a little trivia, Frasier actually was on longer than Cheers, which is exciting. And now, 20 years later, it's been rebooted. Frasier is now back in Boston, and he's reunited with his son. And there's 2 seasons of this show. I'm in season 2. What do I think? I really enjoyed season 1, basically just because of the nostalgia. Able to see good old Frasier back, Kelsey Grammer. I actually once read his book, believe it or not. Good book. This show, I think, is kind of spotty in the 2nd season. The novelty's worn off, and now it's just another sitcom. It is funny and well-written and all that stuff. The problem I have with this show is the characters. I think the thing about a sitcom, you have to like the characters because you're basically in this small environment. Most sitcoms are filmed in a couple of rooms. A house, a bar, a coffee house like Friends. You really have to like the characters because you see these folks in every show. This show, the son character is the biggest flop, I think. That was the whole premise of the show, which seems to have faded quite a bit, which was the father and son reunited. The son is a working class fireman. He dropped out of college. He received bad advice from one of his older professors who happened to be a friend of Frasier. That character's a dud too. The older professor, he's basically a one-joke wonder, which is he's an old professor on tenure, meaning he can't be fired, and he doesn't really do anything. He basically uses a magic 8-ball to consult people with their problems, and he's the professor that doesn't care. So I guess that's a commentary on what the writers feel about higher education or the Yales and the Harvards of the world, but I just don't think it's funny after a while. The next door neighbor lady, the single mom, Bree, I think is her name, she's fun. I think that's a good character. And if anything, to liven up the son, Frasier's son, they would have a romance between the single mom waitress and the fireman, which they haven't pulled in at least the first season and 2nd season, 3 episodes in. Maybe they'll pull it off later. Mike Messier saying kind of middling, decent, but not great for the new Frasier, MikeMessier.com. That's my opinion. What's yours? Leave a comment. I'm really interested.